He's trying to avoid a fourth straight loss. Chase Utley, 0 for 23 slump. Not in the starting lineup for the first time all season. Angels pitcher Joe Saunders, first major league at bat, woeful. And look at Vlad laughing at him in the dugout, saying, "Ho, ho, ho, Joe Saunders, you make me laugh." Speaking of laughing, Vladimir Guerrero continues to make a mockery of Philly pitching. His 30th career homer against the Phillies. This one coming off Brett Myers. Joe Saunders, meantime, he can't hit, but he sure can pitch. Shane Victorino, 4-6-3, double play. Angels clinging to a one-run lead. In the 7th, Vladdy-like. You see what I did there? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Guerrero again, 6 homers in his last 12 games. His 35th career multi-homer game. Home half, Jason Worth launches one to center. Gary Matthews is like, it's too high. He lost it. He didn't know where it was. It went over the fence. It's a homer. Phillies down 2-1. 2 batters later, now tied at 2. Eric Bruntlett singles to center. Runner held up at third. Bruntlett gets thrown out at second to end the inning. Ryan Howard's like, what the? I mean, we were... To the 8th, runner on. Eric Ibar, recently on the disabled list with a broken finger. Wraps this one around the foul pole. Just his 2nd homer of the season. Angels take a 4-2 lead. Bottom of the 8th, Scott Shields strikes out Ryan Howard. Shields had 4 strikeouts in this inning. Angels win 6-2. Pitcher Darrell Thompson, who was making his major league debut, he actually got lost on the way to Yankee Stadium. Hey, preaching to the choir, I do that all the time. But he's in trouble in the 2nd, forgets to cover first. Hideki Matsui is safe. A little bit of a rookie mistake there. Next batter, Jason Giambi walks. We got the bases loaded. Dusty Baker comes out and says, all right, now let's buckle down. And he does just that. Jorge Posada goes down swinging. Robinson Cano pops up to Paul Bacco. Cano was first pitch swinging right there. Edison Volquez, who pitched very well Friday against these Yankees. Watch Thompson strikes out Cabrera to end the inning and get out of the jam. 5 scoreless for Thompson. Dan Geis making his first major league start. But he's in trouble in the 7th. Got a double play ball here, but he throws it away, so everyone is safe. That's an error on Geis. Next batter, Joey Votto. Grounder to Alex Rodriguez. Tries to get Ken Griffey Jr. with the tag. Doesn't. He gets the out at first. As you take another look, he wasn't even close. So Griffey is safe at 3rd. 2 batters later, Edwin Encarnacion. And that dog will hunt. 2-run score, 2-0 Reds. Geis gave up 3 runs, all unearned. Next batter, Corey Patterson, upper tank. 100th career homer, and the Reds win 6-0 over the Yankees.
He's down 4-1. Jim Edmonds leading off the inning with his 4th home run of the season, and the Cubs are down just 4-2. Your next batter is Mike Fontenot. And that is obvious rapport between bat and ball. His 3rd of the season. Cubs with back-to-back jacks for the 2nd time in as many days. Down 4-3. 3 batters later, Kosuke Fukudome with 2 aboard. Base knocked to right. Ryan Theriot come on home. And we're tied at 4. Your next batter is Eric Patterson. Patterson to right. Jason Marquis scores. And the Cubs have the lead 5-4. How about Derek Lee? Haven't seen him yet. He's the next batter. Lee, base hit to right center. Fukudome scores. Cubs up 6-4. Next batter, hero from Friday, Aramis Ramirez. That's a 3-run shot. Jose Contreras rocked. 3 1/3, 10 hits, 9 earned. Cubs up 9-4. Cubs bat around. It's Edmonds again, this time against Boone Logan. He's the 3rd Cubs player with 2 homers in the same inning in franchise history. May 27th, he's been on the DL with a mild strain in his rotator cuff. The Iceman clearly not his 8-win self just yet. Top 1 was scoreless. First batter, Daisuke walks Skip Schumacher. Next batter, Aaron Miles. That's not coming back. A 2-run shot. His first home run of the season. Redbirds up 2-0. Inning continues. 2 outrunners on 2nd and 3rd. Jason LaRue. That's a 2 RBI single. Cardinals up 4-0. In fact, they would bat around in the 1st. 2nd inning, first batter, Daisuke walking Schumacher on 4 straight pitches. 2 batters later, with runners on 1st and 2nd, it's a walk to Ryan Ludwig to load the bases. Daisuke, shortest outing of his career, 1 inning. 7 runs, 3 walks, 6 hits. Chris Smith making his major league debut, replacing Dice K. Second inning, bases loaded, nobody out. He strikes out Rick Ankiel, but then your next batter is Troy Glass, and that's his 4th career grand slam to the monster seats. Glass with his 10th home run of the season. Cardinals rolled.
Oh, that just brings a tear to my eye right there. Those uniforms. Rays wearing St. Pete Pelican uniforms. Girls on film. Now, in the 5th inning, we've got the bottle races. Check out what happens to poor Aquafina. Right there. Oh, the Rays mascot coming out of nowhere. Oh, but Aquafina's ready. The Rays mascot clearly from the Cobra Kai dojo. Sweep the leg. Give him a body bag. All right, to the 8th. Game tied at 2. Jeff Blum at the plate. Grounds it to 3rd. They get 1, but they can't get 2 as Lance Berkman scores. Joe Madden thinks that Carlos Lee jumped into Akinori Ramura, and the Astros take a 3-2 lead. Jose Valverde not available for Houston, and that was a bad thing for Houston because Doug Brocail was flat out awful. He didn't get anyone out. Cliff Lloyd, Eric Hinsky both hit, and then Brocail hits Deanna Navarro, setting up Geb Gross with the bases loaded.
Fly ball down the left field line, looped. It's going to drop. It is a fair ball. Floyd scores. Here comes Hensky. He is home. It's a walk-off win again for the Tampa Bay Rays.
So the Rays win 4-3. First time they've won when trailing after
In Hope Park, and everybody at the ballpark just trying to stay cool. 110 degrees at Chavez Ravine. Top 3 were scoreless no longer at CC Sabathia, deep and gone. A 440-foot solo shot. 2nd career jack. His Indians up 1-0. Sabathia 2-0 in his last 2 starts coming in. He was dealing too. He gets Delwyn Young. Bottom 5, Angel Baroa take a seat. Mark Sweeney, Sabathia 10 strikeouts Saturday. Bottom 6, Matt Kemp. That is good wood. A solo shot for his 7th of the season, and we're tied at a run apiece. We need extras. In the 11th inning, with 2 on, Johnny Peralta. Little grounder through the left side. Jamie Carroll come on home, and the Tribe take a 2-1 lead just like that. The next batter is Casey Blake with 2 aboard. That's going to left. Ben Francisco scores. Indians with a 6-run frame, their highest total in extras.
Mets back at 500 after their win in Colorado. Pedro Martinez just 2 homers in 24 1/3 innings pitched this season. And in the first pitch of the 5th, Garrett Atkins ties it at 1. Very next pitch, Brad Hawk says, "You're not the boss of me." 2-1 Colorado. 2 pitches, 2 homers. Later in the inning, it's now 4-1. Matt Holliday, the Ducks on the pond. Little Ric Flair to shallow center. Willie Taveras, Jeff Baker come in to score. Pedro's night is done. 6-1 Colorado, 9 hits in 4 1/3 given up by Martinez. Ubaldo Jimenez pitched a career-high 8 innings for Colorado. Gets some nice defensive help here from Todd Helton. Oh, look at that. And then the flip to Jimenez to get the out, robbing Marlon Anderson of a possible hit. Rockies go on to win 7-1.
Season-high 7th straight game after that walk-off win by Pittsburgh Friday. Roberto Clemente honored before the game, named to the Rawlings all-time Gold Glove team. Bottom 1 was scoreless with 1 on and 2 out. It's Jason Bay taking Jesse Litch for a ride. Bay with his 15th homer of the season. Pirates up 2-0. Bottom 2, Raul Chavez at the dish with a man on board. Chavez, yeah, gone. His first major league shot since 2005. Bucks 6 total hits, 3 were homers. Top 6, Pirates up 6-3. The man on second, David Eckstein singling to center. Rod Barajas trying to score. He's thrown out at the plate. In a very speedy 2 hours and 3 minutes, the Pirates double up the Blue Jays 6-3.
On acta alert, playing 14 innings on Friday. What about Saturday? Ian Kinsler leading the game off. Really gets a hold of this one. Willie Mo Pena. Oh, boy.
Oh!
Off his glove for a homer. Willie Mo? Willie no. Kinsler's a left in the seat. In the 7th, bases loaded. Michael Young brings in a couple more. It's now 6-3 Texas. They had a 7-run 7th inning. Ramon Vasquez has a bases loaded double here. They win 13-3. They pound out 18 hits in a 9-inning game for the first time since beating Baltimore last year, 30-3. They hang 13 in the nation's capital on Saturday.
Against Cody Ross and the Marlins. This one dramatic in the finish as well. Top 8 with 2 out. Ross using the Allen Embry offering. His 12th home run of the season. We're tied at 3. Top 9. Bases loaded. Dan Ugla smashing the Houston Street offering to deep left. That'll clear the bases. Ugla with 57 RBI this season, and his Marlins are up 6-3. Bottom 9 with 2 out. The bags are full. Kevin Gregg deals. Ryan Sweeney grounds it up the first base line. Jorge Cantu is there for the diving play. Flips it to Gregg for the final out. It's a top play nominee. Worth another look. Cantu can do. And Florida is able to get the victory by a final count of 6-4. Aguilera honored at the Metrodome as he becomes the 19th member of the Twins Hall of Fame. Bottom 7, Mike Owings enters the 7th, working on a shutout. He's 0-3 in his last 4 starts coming in. Joe Mauer dropping down a gorgeous bunt. Ojeda charging, almost comes up with a pretty play. Mauer safe, though. Next batter, Justin Morneau, liner down the right field line. Mauer scoring all the way from first. And just like that, we're tied at a run apiece. 3 batters later, Chad Qualls in relief. Delman Young, base hit to right. Morneau, come on home. Twins with a 6-run 7th. Twins matching a season high with their 5th straight victory. 6-1 is your final. It's the Orioles and the Brewers. O's looking to win a 5th straight. Brew Crew with other ideas. Daniel Cabrera trying to nail down his first win since May 20th. Bottom 3, Brewers already up 1-0. Corey Hart, a 2-run shot, his 11th of the season. Milwaukee up 3-zip. Top 7, Oscar Salazar coming in to pinch it for Cabrera with a runner on second. It's Salazar deep and gone. This off Seth McClung, 2nd of the season. Brewers lead is cut to 3-2. Top 9, Orioles threatening. Runner on second, 2 outs. Solomon Torres getting Jay Payton pop out, and that is your ball game. Brewers hang on and get the victory. Final count 3-2.
Mariners won their first game under Jim Riggleman on Friday. Continuing their series with the Atlanta Braves Saturday. Chipper Jones not in the starting lineup, and the Braves are just 1-6 this season when he's not. Jared Washburn pitched very well, gets Ruben Gotay. Next inning, Omar Infante and Mark Teixeira. Ooh, nasty off-speed stuff there. Season high 8 strikeouts and 5 2/3 for Washburn. In the 8th, Braves are down 4-2. Jones on to pinch hit with 2 outs. That'll work. Gregor Blanco scores, cuts it to 4-3. 9th inning. Atlanta down 4-3. Chipper Jones, by the way, hitting .393 in the season. Greg Norton off the animal. Miguel Batista doubles in Kelly Johnson, and we're tied at 4. No decision for Washburn. Still no one out. Jeff Francoeur hit by Batista. So we got the bases loaded, no one out, and this is not good for the Mariners. Brian McCann ends it. Broken bat single. Braves win 5-4, their first win in 30 games when trailing after 8 innings. Tigers and Padres, 2 teams from the 1984 World Series. Both teams saluting the Negro Leagues. Willie Mays in attendance, and former Padre Dave Winfield also there. Magliore Ordonez. Deep to center. Jody Garrett doing his best Willie Mo Pena impression. It goes off his glove. Home run for Mags, just his 2nd homer in his last 19 games. Tigers up 4-3. Same score, bottom 5. Edgar Gonzalez. Well, they were playing him rather shallow. Doubles deep to right center. 2-run score, and the Padres jump back in front, not 5-4. Tied at 5 in the 7th when the pinch hitter Marcus Thames. His 9th home run this month. That is a career high for homers in a month, and the Tigers win 7-5. Mike Aviles, Kansas City looking to go 7-2 in their last 9 games. A young shortstop coming through here with a single up the middle, 2-run score. Aviles went 3 for 4 and 2 RBIs, 3-0 Kansas City. To the 6th, Gil Mesh looking to win consecutive starts for the first time this season. Gets that comebacker from Randy Wynn and puts the throw into center. Fred Lewis scores. Royals lead down to 3-1. Jose Guillen off Billy Sadler. That is a 2-run homer. Guillen's 12th of the season, and give Mesh the win as Kansas City holds off the Giants 5-3. For our top 10 plays at number 10, it's George Martin's Walk Across America. Former New York Giant arriving in San Diego, California after walking across the country, raising $2 million on behalf of 9/11 rescuers.
Number 9, Indians Dodgers. CC Sabathia, a swing and a drive. This off Chan Ho Park, estimated to fly about 440 feet. Sabathia also with 10 strikeouts in the Indians' win.
From a big lefty to a big left hook. Goodness gracious. Arthur Abraham just cleans Edison Miranda's clock, and he wins an IBF middleweight championship.
Number 7, Euro Soccer. Russia battling the Netherlands. Russia's Andrei Arshavin, the cross. Dmitry Trubisky, the go-ahead goal in extra time. Russia gets the win 3-1 to advance to the semifinals.
Champions Tour, Bank of America Championship, second round. It's James Mason. Very nice. Oh, I like the outfit he's got there. That was an eagle.
Number 5, Tigers Padres. Cleat Thomas, sinking line drive to center. Jody Garrett. Oh, gorgeous. Tigers get the victory, 7-5.
Number 4, Reds and Yankees. Jorge Posada. Oh, line drive to third, but look at the snare by Edwin Encarnacion as the Reds blank the Yankees 6-0.
Number 3, Rangers Nationals. Ian Kinsler, line drive to left center field. Lastings Millage is there, diving and catching. Tremendous. Rangers win 13-3.
At number 2, Mariners and Braves. Kenji Jojima. Line drive to left center. Greg Norton killing my fantasy team as the Braves go on to win. They needed a 9th inning comeback to beat the Mariners 5-4.
Yeah, nice of Miguel Batista to help him out. Number 1.
Off-speed pitch and a little pop-up. And a great diving catch by Amati. Throw to third. Double play. How about that?